Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel Gabbabetic, and welcome to the much anticipated Tromso in Norway vlog. I'm so excited to show you this. I don't want to give too much away. You can see in the clips here things that are to come. I really hope you enjoy this vlog. If you do, please give it a big thumbs up, comment down below and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and get ready to explore Tromso. Start of the vlog. On the way to Norway, we've just dropped our bags, checked into the airport, and now I'm about to go through security and hopefully get on fine with all my diabetes stuff. I'm actually going to put on this sunflower lanyard now, which is to show people with hidden disabilities, so hopefully that'll help me because I'm worried about going through with my pump. So I will talk to you after when we're getting ready to go on the plane. Okay, been through security. I'm not gonna lie, that was a really tough experience. So I don't want to scare anyone who's going through Dublin airport, but it was awful. And I don't want to start the holiday off on a bad note, but I think be prepared. I feel like it's just unfortunate with diabetes that you have to advocate for yourself in every single scenario. Like, you can't just go to the airport and be in holiday mode on vacation. You have to relax, and obviously I'm a bit wound up at the moment, so I'm going to try calm down. We have the flight. The first flight is to Sweden, and then we change in Sweden and we go to Norway. So I'm just trying to not get anxious about that because I'm not a good flyer anyway. So just some advice: definitely be prepared to advocate for yourself. Obviously in this vlogs I'll let you know how the other airports go because I'll be going through a few, but I hope things look better, and I'm going to try deep breaths now, and hopefully when I talk to you in a while, maybe after all the flights, because I'm very wound up, I'll be in a better mood once we get there. I finally arrived. I'm so tired. Let me give you a little room tour. So come in, and I think this is so good. There's like, the bedroom is through here, but then there's like this little area here with the couch. Look at the reindeer wall, and then the view outside. I haven't even seen outside yet because it's so dark, so I'll probably have to show you that tomorrow. Fridge. I'm actually so glad because I didn't ask for a fridge or anything for the insulin. This little area is so cute. So, and then you open here, and then it brings you to the bedroom, and I really like this. I love this, having the northern lights in the background. Again, we'll have a look at the view tomorrow, another TV and that, and then so nice. And then obviously there's a bathroom over there and storage, and me. So that was a quick little room tour. We just arrived in Tromso, so honestly I haven't seen much because it is dark outside, because there's only 4 hours of sunlight every day. So definitely tomorrow gonna get out and explore the town. But I'll just fill you in. Since I last talked to you, I talked to you in Dublin airport, which was traumatic, but the flight from Dublin to Stockholm was actually really good, and I have a really bad fear of flying, and I thought I would be really anxious and stuff, but I was fine. So I was really happy with that. I really liked the airline SAS. It was really smooth, everything. And then we went to Stockholm airport and we had to do a transfer, and I was like terrified when I walked through the transfer area. There was like another security screening, which I really didn't think there was gonna be, but they were so nice there. I just showed them my infusion site and saying like, oh, I have a pump, and they were like, that's fine, you don't have to go through any scanner, we'll just do a pat down. And it was so easy that I really wish Dublin airport could have been like that. And then we took the flight from Stockholm to Tromso. So we've arrived here now. Look at this northern lights above me painted on the wall. I hope I see more than that, but it's pretty cool. My big suitcase with my holiday pump made it, so that's what you all want to know. Did it make it? So made it this far anyway. And we're gonna go and suss out some food. Is it really bad that I think I'm gonna go and get a gluten-free McDonald's, because you know how it is, there's no gluten-free in Ireland in McDonald's, and I just want something easy now. It's about 7:30 in the evening here, and we're really tired from traveling, so we're probably just gonna go McDonald's, look at the shops. I'll do probably a little vlog on the gluten-free McDonald's a different day, but I'm so hungry. I'm gonna go and do that now, and then I'm gonna go relax for the evening, and I will explore more of Tromso with you guys tomorrow. Day one, and I woke up to the most amazing gluten-free buffet. Look at this. This is all going to be in the gluten-free blog. You're going to see loads of that, but it was so good, and I had a really big breakfast to start off my day. So I needed this because I was going to go exploring today. This is the first look at Tromso outside the window of the breakfast buffet. It was raining. I wasn't sure what to expect, but we went outside anyway. So this is us having a little walk around. Honestly, it's like a little Christmas town. This is the church, walking around. Everything has Christmas lights. It's so cute. Don't worry though, there's gonna be snow later on in the vlog. It did snow, don't worry. So we're just walking around Tromso. Here's the church, but there's actually a service on now because it's Sunday, and it is already getting dark because remember this is the midnight sun, so even though it's I think about 12 o'clock, it's definitely getting a bit darker, and the rain has stopped. It doesn't feel so cold, so I'm just going to keep having a walk around. Walking down the main street, we'll be in to the most northern McDonald's in the world. It actually says that on the side, but we'll do a whole video on there. But we're gonna walk down the main street. Everything is Christmassy. That's funny. This feels like a little bit out of the city, the more like residential side, but in here it says is medieval fortress, which is kind of funny in the middle of the Arctic Circle. But we're gonna have a little walk around here, and we keep seeing statues of this Roald Amundsen, so we should look up who that is too. And this is the Polar Museum, which is also one of the top museums. We'll probably do that a different day, but a lot of stuff down here is more kind of houses, but I really like the style of the houses as well. We're down at the harbour. That's the bridge that goes from downtown all the way across, and over there is the Arctic Cathedral, and then all the snow mountains. So we're right down at the harbour. Welcome to the start of the vlog, walking around Tromso and seeing Tromso for the first day. This is the view from the harbour. Honestly, it's so beautiful. Look at the mountains, but also look how choppy that sea is. It was really cold, but it's so nice. And that's the cathedral. This part of Tromso is called Vervet, which I need to look up what that means, because it's definitely like industrial area, because everything around here is so industrial. Oh wow. So yeah, this is like really close to the water, which is, I thought it was more choppy. It actually looks pretty calm. So tomorrow we'll be hopefully going out on the water, so we'll probably be down here. But this is very kind of industrial, kind of like gentrification, which is strange. And then we can see all of Tromso around there, but the mountains are the coolest. We're in the downtown, and we just found this. So this boat here, if you could see there, that's like a sauna. So it says here you could actually be in the sauna while you do the Northern Lights, which is really funny. We do have a Northern Lights tour book though, so I don't think we're going to sauna right now. Down at the harbour is this new attraction. It's called Gateway to the Arctic Sea. It's actually really cool. It's right under the bridge, but if you look through it like I'm going to do in a second, you can see all the way to the other side of Tromso. It's actually so nice, and even nicer when it's snowing. I know the weather's not great today, but it was really fun to go and see this as well, especially since it's so new. Then we decided to do a little bit of tourist shopping. There's so many tourist shops in Tromso. You can get so many gifts, and I actually really liked looking around at all the Norway stuff, so I had a great time. I thought this was really fun. And look at this coffee roasted above the Arctic Circle. Hello everyone, quick catch up. So earlier today we explored around Tromso. I showed you lots of the different parts of kind of downtown Tromso and near the hotel. The hotel, in case I didn't say before, that I'm staying in is the Thon Hotel Polar, which is in a really good location so far. Like, it's only our first day here, but it seems really well located. And Tromso is really nice looking around. I really liked going down to that like gateway to the Arctic. That was really fun, and that's actually really new. It's only just started, I think November 2024 from looking online. Now we're going to go out for some food. Tomorrow is actually whale watching, and I need to do a pump site change today. So far everything has been really good with the pump, but I need to change it because it's been 3 days, and I'm also, after I go to this restaurant where we're going to have a lot of pizza, I'm going to be running out of insulin, so I need to change it. So I'll bring you along there with me. Gonna go do some really fun activity. Tomorrow we're going to be whale watching. Really hungry, and I'm going to Pepe's Pizza, which has gluten-free pizza. I hope the pizza that I really want is there. That's all going to be in the gluten-free vlog, but you'll see a little behind the scenes now. So let's get ready to go, and then we'll come home, do a site change, and prep for tomorrow, day 2 Tromso. Started off the morning bright and early, or I could say dark, on a boat called the Brim Explorer, which was going to take us out to the Arctic Ocean. Okay guys, here we are out on the boat. Actually just me right out on the boat at the moment, which is really funny. So welcome to day 2 of the Tromso vlog. We're on the Brim Explorer and we're going whale watching. So it's currently 8 in the morning. We're on the Brim Explorer, just getting ready to go. And here's how Tromso is looking this morning, which is really cool. And I'm just waiting for the boat to leave. And it's been snowing all night as well, so let's go see some whales. The Brim Explorer is about an 8 or 9 hour boat trip. This is us leaving Tromso very early in the morning. It actually looks so nice when you see the sun kind of start to come up and all of the lights of the little houses and everywhere else in the town start to come up. So like I said, you leave bright and early, and then the sun finally starts to come up. If you remember, there's only about 3 or 4 hours of sunlight, so you really gotta go early. You cruise through the fjords and out into the Arctic Ocean. So the boat will go in the search for whales, and it can go really far far. It can go either of these routes, the blue or the pink. Where we actually ended up going was not as far as usually. I say it took about an hour and a half to get to where we first saw the orcas. They did say when they were talking that they could go all the way up to Shervoy, I think is the name, and that's about a 3-hour boat ride just to get there. So we were actually quite lucky where we found the orcas. So the views are actually amazing. Besides seeing the whales, if you look at this, like this is absolutely stunning views, and it's so fun to be out on the water on the boat. It is very cold, I will not lie, so make sure that you have the proper gear. We actually got incredibly lucky. So you don't see the whales every day, it's literally luck of the draw, and we found them about an hour and a half in, like I said, and we saw so many different types of whales. This is a fin whale and killer whales and orcas, and what I love about the Brim Explorer is that I tried to pick the most kind of ethical, sustainable boat trip that I could. So they bring you to where the whales are feeding on herring. So you could see the fins start to poke out, the birds when they're flying around, that's what actually signals that's where the feeding ground for the whales is. What I liked about the Brim Explorer is that it's an electric catamaran, so you can see their code of conduct is that when they get to a certain zone of where the whales are feeding, they'll switch off the engines, so to try not to disturb them, which I thought was really, really good. So we found the orcas, and then they actually started to travel alongside us, which was really good. So you can see them. It's amazing when you see this in person, to be honest. Like the video footage is good, but in person it's just so stunning. So we had an hour, I think, with the whales because we actually found them relatively early on. We didn't have to travel too far to get them, so we could stay and spend like an hour with them. And look at how close this whale got. That was incredible. Like seeing that in person is just amazing. Okay, it's really cold. We saw so many orcas. Go cold. I'm so glad I have all these layers. But it's been such a good day. I definitely recommend. I think we're heading back now because the orcas are gone. Orcas and fin whales is what we saw. It's been such a fun day. It's an 8-hour kind of trip, so you spend about 2 or 3 hours getting there, an hour with the whales and 2 or 3 hours going back, but you're going back into the most incredible sunset of the Arctic Ocean, so like you really can't complain. And the boat is very comfortable. They're really nice on the Brim Explorer. They tell you all about the whales. There's food, toilets, everything, so you're really, really comfortable throughout. Hello and welcome to day 3 of the Tromso vlog. So I just want to show you the layers. So it's currently -3. I've got a thermal layer under the jeans, and then I have this really, really tight top. You can see the pump is in here too, so it should be pretty warm. Top under that as well, and then I'll have my really warm coat. And let's talk about today. So today is day 3 in Tromso. It's the daytime now, so there's only sunlight for a few hours. So today it's about 11:15. There's only sunlight till 1, so we're going to go have a walk around the town. And later tonight we're actually doing a Northern Lights hunt. So basically there's loads of companies here you can pick, and you can do a Northern Lights chase. Now it's all really weather dependent. It's dependent on the cloud coverage. So there is clouds scheduled for later, but we'll see how we get on. The company I'm going with says they will drive like 2 to 3 hours to try and find the Northern Lights. So we'll see how we get on, but do be prepared to maybe not see them. So anyway, we'll see how we get on. Today I really needed all of my thermal clothes because, as you see, as soon as we went out we could see that it was snowing. So this is a little park that was near enough to the hotel. Don't actually know what the big building is in the background, but just look at the snow. Everyone was really enjoying it. It just looks so Christmassy. Christmas lights everywhere, and we got some snow. This is the Tromso Cathedral here, but finally we got some snow on the ground. But I'll take a snowball and throw it at my companion. One of the big things to do is to go and see the Arctic Cathedral. So that's actually over the other side of Tromso. You have to walk across this bridge. It's a long walk, but the views are actually really good. But definitely be careful because it's a little bit slippy, especially when it's been snowing. Well, here we are at the Arctic Cathedral. We just crossed the bridge. We might go over and have a look, but look at all the snow. I'll try snowball. And here's the view from the cathedral. Cable car is up there, but if you come over here you can get a really, really nice view of the city and all the snow. That's the bridge that we went across, and if you look in the distance you can see the mountains. I might zoom in on my other camera and show you that. We stayed for a little while, we did a little look around, and then we kind of just people watched. It's actually really fun when you see the cars on the GoPro like this. Then we walked back across the bridge, which you should set a temp target, but I forgot to. You'll see what happened later. And then we went to the Polar Museum. So this is inside the Polar Museum. It's basically about all Arctic explorations. To be honest, I found it a little bit, I don't know, a bit weird. It was good setup. They had English manual, you know, to read and follow as you go around, but I didn't really like the kind of hunting and animals, but I guess you kind of know what you're getting in for when you do visit it, but be aware of that. Now, because I didn't set a temp target, I went low. Luckily, I had my lift tablets with me, and then a really weird thing, I don't know, it was like LGBTQ week in the Arctic Circle, so there was this kind of strange ad that we saw while we were there in the museum. Didn't really understand it, a little bit odd, but if you're into like explorations, I'd say you would really like this. Hey guys, look at me, I'm in the library. So we did the Polar Museum. Very strange, we're all in like cages as well. That's the only way I can describe it. We had some food and we're gonna go back and get ready for our Northern Lights tour. It was saying that the Northern Lights was not going to be visible at all today, but we have an app now that says we have like 60% chance, so fingers crossed, who knows. Okay, Northern Lights hunting clothes. So 2 layers of trousers, base layer, and then a base layer, and then this top, which is actually really, really warm. The hat, which is fleece lined, boots, and it says they'll give us a thermal suit as well. Obviously I have my coat too and gloves. So I think I'm ready to go. I'm kind of nervous, so hopefully it'll be okay. Okay, so we didn't see the Northern Lights, which is unfortunate, but I actually still had a really, really good time on the tour. So they took us a little bit out of Tromso, I'd say about an hour and a half. And even though we didn't find the lights, they made a really big effort to try and find them. You know, they brought us to different places, they looked at the cloud coverage. This is my blood sugars throughout the night. We had a little campfire, which was really cute. And even though we didn't see them, we did see them later on in the vlog, so I might mention that. Hello everyone, so here I am with the Northern Lights. So let me talk about the tour last night. It's actually the next morning, so it's day, I don't even know, it's the next day in Tromso. And today we have a bit of a free day, which is really good. So we're going to have a little walk around while it's still bright and hopefully do the cable car. And I'll just talk to you about last night. We didn't actually manage to see any Northern Lights, but I still had a really good time. So the tour that we went with was Wandering Owl, and we were in like a little minivan with about 8 people all together, I'll say. And I think that was better than the big bus tour because we got to go around with the guide. He was really nice. His name was Bart in Wandering Owl. Shout out to Bart. And we drove around. We drove for about 1.5 hours north of Tromso, and then we went to a spot and we set up like a little campfire and we had soup, and they were so good for gluten-free. Let me tell you that the gluten-free in the Wandering Owl Northern Lights tour with Citizen Science was really good. They had the soup for me, they had gluten-free hot chocolate, they had gluten-free cookies, they had gluten-free bread. They were so good for gluten-free, which is amazing. So that was a nice surprise for me. We set up camp and we thought that the clouds might go, but they didn't go. But then we did move around to another place, and like there was lots of people around as well, different guides as well, because everyone kind of had the same idea that this is the place they would be, but the cloud coverage was just pretty bad. Today is Wednesday. We have Wednesday, Thursday, and then we leave Friday afternoon. So like I said, today's a bit of a free day. We're going to go get outside, see what it's like. It's actually really cold today. It's going to be -9 now, and colder tomorrow again, -11. So it's definitely time to layer up. Like I have my base layer on. Normally I just wear that when we're going like on the whale watching or the Northern Lights thing, because you're outside, but and I haven't been wearing the base layers, like just walking around the town, but now I'm definitely going to, because it's going to be really cold. I think it's even cold in Ireland at the moment as well. But let's get outside. Okay, starting off today, gonna go. It is so cold. It's -9 and you can really feel it, so I'm so glad for these layers. Even though I have so many layers, I can feel it on my legs even. So we're gonna go and maybe on the way find a little gluten-free snack. We're gonna head to the cable car. Nearly at the cable car. It's actually just through those trees at the top of the mountain. But walking to here is a bit odd, I'm not gonna lie, because you're kind of just walking through a housing estate, and it's nice to look at all the snow and stuff in everyone's house, but we might get the bus back because it's just it's very slippy as well because it's been so cold. You can see that on the ground there, but we're nearly there, and I think like when we go the sun will be setting, saying that it's only like 1 o'clock, the sun is setting already, so we might get to see it in daytime and nighttime, which would be really nice. Okay, here we are at the Fjellhesien, so let's go get a cable car to the top. Oh my god, guys, this is crazy. This is what you think of when you're thinking of the winter holiday. Well, this is crazy. We're at the top of the mountain. Oh my god. Will I build a snowman? Wow, I'm gonna walk further over where we can see all of Tromso. So as you can see, the sun is setting over there and we're at the very top and we can see all of Tromso. And there's a lookout. Oh, there's a lookout over there. We might go over there.
Yeah, maybe.
So I'll do a quick blood sugar check-in while we're at the top of the mountain. Right now blood sugar is actually dropping. It's 4.4. Do you know what I realised? I always thought the heat made the blood sugar drop, but I think extreme cold does as well. So I'm not too many hypos. I've had about 3 on the whole trip, like 5 days, but it's something that I never really knew. I knew that extreme heat could, but I never knew that extreme cold could. So I have to be careful. I'm going to have actually a biscuit now as a little snack. But there's plenty of gluten-free around anyway, so that's pretty good. I'm having like the best time up here. So far this has been my favourite. We'll see by the end of the trip what will be my favourite. But I'm having such a good time. And this time of day, so it's about 2 o'clock. Sun is just setting over there. You can see it's going to be dark soon. But don't forget it is cold because right now it's like -10. I don't know what even that is. But I am liking that people have been building little snowmen around here. I think that's really funny. There's a better one up here, let me show you. This is crazy, this snow. Who has this much snow? Let me know in the comments if any of you have this much snow. Because this is mental to me. Okay, last full day in Tromso, and today we're doing something really fun. So I told you earlier in the vlog we were supposed to go dog sledding, but it was cancelled because there wasn't enough snow. And I was like, oh no, when I first saw the email, but then they offered us the puppy training package, which I'm excited for. So I'm not sure how young the puppies will be because they offer this package in the summer when it's not snowing. But it wasn't available for the winter. Like I said, it was actually the one I would have wanted to do, but it wasn't available after like 12th of November. You have to do dog sledding, so now they're offering it. So we'll see how old the puppies are. I don't really care because they're all dogs and I love them. And so we're just making our way over to the meeting point and they're going to pick us up. And this is the morning in Tromso. Today I remembered to actually set my temp target, so here I am setting it for a few hours and everything worked out fine blood sugar wise. On the way we actually saw some reindeer, so the bus picked us up to the centre and they brought us there, and I thought this was really funny in the bathroom. This is the Villmark Centre, so this is where they have all of the dogs that they use for sledding. They give you some thermal gear to wear, which is really good. Hello! Oh, hello!
So here we have Comet. Sherne. Sherne is the gray girl here. And let them go and see. Puppy, 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 puppy. A couple of things more. As the other puppies, they like this.
So after playing with the 3 little tiny baby puppies who are 8 weeks old, we went to the bigger puppies. So these are 4 brothers. I can't remember their names, which is really sad, but all of the names of the puppy packs are like themes. So I think these were like Superman. I think that was one of the names. So we brought them out and we were doing recall games to get them kind of in the mindset for when they're sledding, and it was so much fun. We went to different parts of the field and called them, and you can just see that they're having a really, really great time. We got to meet some of the adult dogs that are involved in the dog sledding, and this one here, Mana, she was my favorite. She reminded me so much of Lana. And then actually as part of the package you get your lunch, so they were able to give me a gluten-free version as well. So I had this soup, I think it was called bacalao. I think it's like a Norwegian fish soup. It was actually really good. But look at the little kind of tent that we're in and the fire. We're just back in Tromso from the dog Villmark Centre. It was so good. That was probably the best thing of the holiday. So as you saw, we saw the puppies, the bigger puppies and the very small puppies, and we were doing some training with them, and then we got to meet the other dogs, and one of them was so cute. Her name was Mana, which is moon in Norwegian. She was our favourite, so I had such a great time. I'll put all these things in the description for people who want to book them, but it was great. And now we're just back in Tromso, and it's our last night in Tromso, so we're gonna go look in some of the souvenir shops, see where we go for food later, but we're gonna go in this salmon shop here, have a look around. And it's only 2 o'clock, but it's getting dark. It's really nice when it's like this Christmassy. Okay everybody, I am gonna end the vlog here. It is my last morning in Tromso. We're getting the flight this afternoon and we're going to Oslo, so that will be my next vlog. So I hope you'll watch that, and I hope you've enjoyed this one. That'll be my Oslo vlog. One last thing is that diabetes doesn't end when you're on holidays, so I have to do a site change and a sensor change. I hate. So I've just set up everything here, and this is charging, as you can see. So I'm not looking forward to that, but I want to do it before we go to the airport. I really hope you've enjoyed this vlog and my new footage with the GoPro, seeing all the different things in Tromso. I think my favorite thing, Tromso is such a nice place and it's so Christmassy, so definitely it's a really good holiday. My favorite thing was seeing the dogs at the Villmark Center, and I really enjoyed that, just meeting the dogs, playing with them. Obviously I miss my own little Lana, and I'll see her in a few days after Oslo, and I'll show you that in the Oslo vlog. But thank you so much for watching. Leave any comments down below. I hope you enjoyed. If you're new, please subscribe to the channel. Please give a big thumbs up for my trip to the Arctic Circle, and I will see you all in Oslo.